Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and dear compatriots, I am pleased to once again join Nufti at the Iran conference. Over the past 4 years, this conference has become more than just an annual event. It has become the leading forum to discuss and debate Iran, Iran policy, and our nation's future. 4 years ago, you set out on this path, and in the years since, you have altered the conversation in Washington to finally give our people a voice. You are forging unity within the Iranian diaspora. I am proud to stand along you, and I look forward to continuing our collaboration in the critical months and years ahead. Our mission is urgent, but it is not without direction. I have outlined a clear strategy, 5 points that together chart the path from tyranny to freedom. First, maximum pressure on the Islamic Republic. This regime thrives on impunity and on the silence of the world. We must ensure that the world never forgets the crimes of this regime, from executions and torture to corruption and theft on a national scale. Second, maximum support for the Iranian people. Our people must know that while they fight, they do not fight alone, that the world stands with them, that they can count on the diaspora to advocate for their rights. Third, maximum defections from the regime. Every Iranian who withdraws their support from this system brings us closer to freedom. Whether they are in government, the military, or the bureaucracy, we encourage them to choose the nation over the occupiers. Fourth, maximum mobilization and organization of activists inside and outside the country. Our struggle requires discipline, coordination, and solidarity. The Islamic Republic wants to divide and discourage us. We must do the opposite. We must unite, mobilize, and persevere. And fifth, a plan for prosperity after the fall of the regime, the Iran Prosperity Project. This project is not a slogan. It is a blueprint for rebuilding Iran after liberation, so that when the day comes, we are prepared. Last week, my delegation of experts traveled to Israel. They met with President Isaac Herzog, Minister of Science, Innovation and Technology, Gila Gamliel, and the top Israeli scientists to not only address Iran's water, electricity, and economic crises, but lay the groundwork for the Cyrus Accords between Israel and a free, democratic, and prosperous Iran. These 5 points reinforce one another. Pressure weakens the regime, support empowers the people, defection hastens the end, mobilization builds strength, and planning ensures that victory leads to a new day for our nation. To bring this vision to life, allow me to expand on 2 pillars that are essential to our success: maximum pressure and maximum support. On maximum support, I want to recognize the tremendous work Nufti has done in this area. The maximum support booklet provided practical tools for policymakers, journalists, and citizens across the free world to stand with the Iranian people. And a 15-point policy plan developed for Western lawmakers has given friends of Iran in Washington, Brussels, Ottawa, and beyond, concrete steps that can take to isolate the regime and empower our people. These are not just documents. They are instruments of action that together we have used to shape real policy change in the corridors of power. On maximum pressure, over the past year, I have traveled to capitals across the West, from London to Paris and beyond, making the case for stronger action against the Islamic Republic. These diplomatic efforts are yielding results. In the United Kingdom, we are closer than ever to formal proscription of the IRGC as a terrorist organization. In Australia, the IRGC has now been officially listed and the regime's ambassador expelled. These are important victories. Each sanction, each expulsion, each designation tightens the noose around the regime, raises its cost of survival, and signals to our people that the world is not just listening, but acting. On maximum defections, my team has taken unprecedented steps to offer an off-ramp to those officials and affiliates of the regime who wish to stand with the people. Tens of thousands of Iranians across the armed forces, bureaucracy, and state apparatus have joined the Defection platform we launched this summer. They have accepted the call to defy the regime and join the nation. These brave, patriotic men and women are already taking actions that are bringing us closer to victory. On maximum mobilization, this summer in Munich, I hosted the Convention of National Cooperation to Save Iran, an unprecedented moment in our movement's history. More than 500 activists and opposition groups from across Iran's diverse cultural, religious, and political spectrum convened, connected in a bold declaration of unity and purpose. A clear signal that this struggle is no longer defined by the past, but the shared future we are building. This unity was not symbolic, it was practical and strategic. It demonstrated that the democratic opposition is organized, inclusive, and capable of preparing for transition. It showed that Iranians from every walk of life are ready to work together to build a post-Islamic Republic future based on these core principles: commitment to Iran's territorial integrity, the individual rights and equality of citizens, the separation of religion and state, and the inalienable right of the Iranian people to choose their future form of democracy. Munich was only the beginning. I once again extend my hand and invite all those who agree to these principles to join us in this campaign. Last year, at this very conference, I announced the Iranian Prosperity Project, or IPP. It was a vision, a promise to the people of Iran that we would be ready the first day after the fall of this regime. We've made remarkable progress in a year. We convened the first Iranian Prosperity Project conference, bringing together experts and patriots from across the world to focus on Iran's future. At that gathering, we released the first 6 policy papers, concrete practical proposals on how to rebuild vital institutions, stabilize the economy, and begin the process of national recovery. Then we unveiled the emergency